It's going well. Listen, it's the off season. It's OTAs. It's fun to get back out there and actually play a little football again. It's funny. It's like every time I go out here in the off season, I've done it a million times, but it's like there's a little piece of it. It's like, all right, let's see if I still know how to read it and let it go and do all those things. So it's good to get back out there and start doing it again.
Joe, I know you've probably been asked this a lot over the past couple of years, but like when you come into these quarterback rooms, especially one like this, where you've got guys who are like in grade school when you made your NFL debut, what's the dynamic like, especially for you, interacting with all these young quarterbacks?
I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, I actually, like, just from experience, I think they tend to get a little bit of a kick out of me just because I am 40 years old now and could be their fathers probably. And it's fun for me, too, in the same kind of way. I mean, they're young and they have a lot of life and a lot of energy and a lot of, new things that kind of can keep me in the loop with my kids and all those things. It's fun. I mean, everybody in that locker room, it's like we're all 25-year-olds just having the time of our lives. And look, we get to come out here and do this for a living, so why wouldn't we feel that way?
Joe, when is the last time you were in a real quarterback competition like this one seems to be?
I don't know. High school. Probably my sophomore year of high school. I could be wrong, though. I don't know.
So what's that like, though? I mean, for you to be...
Listen, I'm not really thinking about it that much, honestly. I'm just kind of going out there and doing what I do, and, everything else is, kind of out of my control. So all I can do is go out there and play football, and that's what I'm doing.
When you were here in 23, Jared Judy was not. What do you think?
Yeah, he's exciting. I mean, he's got speed, he's got route running ability, and you can see the look in his eyes. He wants to be good, and he wants to do it the right way. So it's exciting to be around him.
Kind of similar to Amari Cooper in that standpoint.
Oh, listen, I mean, I no knock on Jerry, but I mean, Amari's done it for a long time, and he's a little bit of a different cat. So that's when I say I see the look in his eyes out here. Like, I think he's striving to be somebody like that, for sure. But I mean, listen, Amari's done it for a while now, and like I said, he's a little bit of a different dude. He's pretty damn good.
How about Kenny Pickett? What are you seeing in Kenny and you guys? I see you guys out there, kind of talking a lot, and it looks like even just in photos that we've seen, you guys have really developed a nice rapport.
Listen, we spend a lot of time together. All the quarterbacks do. I think that's the nature of the beast when you're in this business and you're in a room together a lot. You better find ways to get along and find common ground with people, and that's what we're doing in there. We're having a blast and having a lot of fun talking football and then just laughing at things that come up, on a daily basis.
Have you ever tried the VR?
So I've been around some VR. I tend to just like sitting in the room and watching it on film. But listen, I think when you talk to different individuals, everybody has a little bit of a different experience, and if you feel like you're getting help from it, it's a nice way to get extra reps. And a lot of the times with things like that, even if it's not like earth-shattering, if you feel like it is and you feel like it's giving you a lot of help, then it is. So I think there is value in it. I've never been one of those guys to kind of do it, but if that's what you like, then there's probably a lot of value in it.
You have been around. You've seen so much, almost everything. Even with Lamar coming into Baltimore, how have you sensed the whole Shedeur sort of celebrity and aura that kind of follows him around, and what impact does that have on anything?
I don't know if it has an impact on much, but Shedeur's been great. I mean, he's a lot of fun to be around in those meeting rooms, and I think so far there's been, at least once in the meeting room that he's made me crack a smile, and that's what it's all about. He's a young guy trying to learn some football and come out here and practice well and do those things. And like I said, he's been a lot of fun. I mean, he's come up to me and, listen, I probably wasn't too far away from playing against his dad, and now I'm playing with him. So,
Joe, you've been vocal in recent years about the topic of like veteran quarterbacks having a duty as a mentor. Why do you think us outside world makes such a big deal of that?
It's a talking point. You can kind of like use it because it's a good question to bait somebody into answering, and no matter how they answer it, it kind of makes the guy that's answering it look bad. If I say I don't want to be a mentor, I look bad. If I say I do want to be a mentor, then I look like an idiot that doesn't care about being good and playing football. So it's one of those questions that no matter what I say, you guys can write what you want to write about it. And there's a lot of questions like that. That's why you end up having to try to avoid them. I tend to try to be honest. And I've said I'm not a mentor. I play football. And in a quarterback room, there's a lot of times there's been a ton of times where there's learning experiences, and I have a lot of experience, and I can talk on things. And hopefully they listen. But it's not necessarily like my job to like make sure they listen to me. And, you know, hey, like hopefully you have a really good relationship with the guys that are in the room. And you naturally want to do that, you know, but that was a long-winded answer, but that's ultimately why I think you guys ask it, you know.
Joe, you